guys, it's me, Noah, coming at you with a deck profile. I haven't been behind the camera in a while. I'm actually deck profiling a deck that I've been playing for a couple of weeks. I really like the deck. The deck's super straightforward. It's my kind of deck. Without a further ado, I'm going to get into Yosenju Kaijus. The deck's really strong for multiple reasons. I'll go into it as I explain. First, we have 3 Yosenju, 1. This is the one that bounces back. All of the Yosenjus have the basic effect where when you normal summon it, you get to normal summon the other ones like right after in a chain contingency. 2, we have 3 Yosenju, 2. He is the strongest one under 10 ki. He's 19, and he has the effect where he can attack directly, which really combos well with Yosenju, 3. Yosenju, 3 reads that when another Yosenju monster deals damage, you get to search your deck for a Yosenju card. You really don't play anything other than these and the 2 Sujuk. Sujuk is kind of like an honest, but not really. He doesn't have the effect where you normal summon him, you get to normal summon all of the other ones. But he does have the effect during end phase to return to your hand, just like all of the other ones do. Sujuk is really good for pushing for damage, and if your opponent doesn't set up a board first turn, you get a guaranteed game. It's ridiculous. That's it for the Yosenju stuff. The deck kind of plays itself. One bounces back a card to your hand or to your opponent's hand, so you get to do a lot of cool stuff with that. And when you play a Kaiju over it, you'll see in a bit. Next for 2 ofs, we play 2 Fossil Dyna. You really don't want your opponent to special summon. You want them to play around cards like this. It's okay for you to take damage, like when you play the Fossil Dyna, just because you force them into a wall. You put them in situations where they're uncomfortable, and that's really the goal of this deck. Next we play 2 Fairy Tail Snow and the 1 Luna. You play 1 Luna to search, and Luna has the really cool effect where you can force your opponent to ditch, or you get to bounce a card back to your hand, and that really does work. That really does work with this energy, because you can Luna a Kaiju if they don't have a copy of that exact Kaiju. Snow books. Snow's busted for multiple reasons. That's next to 1 ofs. Kind of straightforward. Thunder King, you don't want your opponent to be playing, so you prevent them from doing that. And we have Maxi. Maxi's just a sack card. For the Kaijus, my lineup's a little bit different than everybody else's. I'll explain that in a minute. 27, 28, and then the 233s. The reason why I'm playing the 233s and these 2 instead of the Gigamantis and Gamma Seal is because I wanted to have the potential with me drawing into them and bouncing them back. Like, I wanted to be able to go, okay, like, I can use this card to gain advantage, and I don't feel like I'm losing anything. And on top of that, like, when I needed to be able to push, like, I could Kaiju Slumber and give them the bigger monster and then go for Luna or go for Yosenju, 1 and bounce a card back to my hand. And that way I get to keep the bigger one. It also makes just recycling and overall just, like, playing the game, like, a lot easier. The 28 and 27, just because those are the weakest ones that would deal the most consistent amount of damage with the deck. And 33, the 33 is just because they're the biggest. Next for spells, it's really straightforward. I'm going to fly through this. 3 Tenki. The Tenkis are because everything in the deck is Beast Warrior. All the Yosenju stuff is Beast Warrior. I was thinking about doing a zoo version of this. I just haven't gotten a chance to test it. Let's say if this video gets 20 likes, I'll do a zoo version of this. We play 3 Pot of Duality because you really don't special summon in this deck. This deck is really normal summon oriented. You get to control what's in your hand, and all the Yosenjus allow you to normal after each other. And if you're not going for that, you can go for the Luna play. So your deck's really consistent in what it wants you to do, and the Pot of Duality is just to add consistency. 2 Twin Twister. Just kind of straightforward. You don't want your opponent to control back row. The 2 Kaiju Slumber. Kaiju Slumber is my favorite card in the deck. You banish it from your graveyard to search a Kaiju. You play it over their monster. You return it to your hand. You have a free Kaiju. The 2 Instant Fusion for the Nodin or the Sea Monster of Theseus. It's just sitting there. I haven't done anything with it. For one of spells, the last 3. 1 Raigeki, extra board removal. 1 Dark Hole, extra board removal. That's just staple stuff. And then the 1 Upstart Goblin. And then last for traps, we play 3. 2 Mirror Force. I really like the way Mirror Force works in this deck. If I had a Drowning Mirror Force, I would definitely play the Drowning Mirror Force. I just don't happen to own one right now. And last but not least, Lose 1 Turn. Lose 1 Turn is really strong in a deck like this, where you get to control essentially what your opponent plays and doesn't. And when you don't have the power to do that, Lose 1 Turn gives you the edge you really need. Next for the extra deck. The extra deck's super straightforward. I'm just going to fly through it. Theseus, Nodin. You really only go into Nodin. Crooked Cook. Need I say more? Crooked Cook is a Kaiju out. Also, he provides a lot of versatility with what you can do. Sometimes you need to destroy a monster just to set up your play, or even to go further. And he provides that potential. Castel, Dark Rebellion, Abyss Dweller. You lose because all of the Yosenjus with Tenki on board, if 3, 2, and 1 all hit you, plus the 2 Sujuks, and the Cowboy, I think that's 8,100, 8,200. The damage is absolutely ridiculous. Direwolf, because they're all Beast Warriors, and they're all going to bounce back to your hand anyway. Why not take advantage of the control you have? To take advantage of the control you have, the Daigusto Emerald. I'm testing this right now. I'd still probably prefer a Lightning Chidori. I don't know. I'll see. I'm still doing testing. And then sits in my extra deck because I like the card. And then this for when I side in my Starlight Roads. Yeah, there's nothing really to say about the deck. The deck's very obviously straightforward. Say I play a Kaiju over my opponent's monster. Instead of going for the Yosenju stuff, because sometimes I like to bounce back other cards, you use Luna, and if they don't have a copy of this in deck, which a lot of decks don't have from the very beginning, it just provides that opportunity. So they can't send one. This goes back to your hand, and you can Kaiju over it again. And because you search the Fairy Tale Snow, you can banish 7 cards, book it, and then overlay and go off. James, you got anything to say?
No, what about you, Gordon?
No.
Well, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. We still can't even believe that we're here. We were actually just talking about it. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know who any of you guys are. Maybe in the near future we'll do a Q&A. Ask any questions you'd like us to answer in the comments. When you subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified when this video goes up or when more videos like this go up. This has been Teammate Noah, Teammate James, and CEO Gordon. And I'll see you next week.